Hey guys and girls, not really a video log I suppose, more of an update. I'd say, I don't know, a video log 31 annex, update, whatever. As most of you know, I took my little Panda car here in for MOT today. And, well, it didn't pass, but then again I didn't expect it to pass. However, the list of jobs that need doing on it are really short, and I was actually quite shocked at how short they were. It's common stuff, which goes on pretty much all cars of its age, and it's really simple, easy stuff too. The two flexi hoses on the front going to the brake calipers need changing. I didn't actually change them over, I thought that was okay. So I've just got to change those over with some others. I've got some. I've got to collect them tomorrow. And the steering gaiter inside there, you can see that it just needs some tie wrap sticking on the end of it. Just on them lips there. Just needs some tie wrap sticking on the ends of them. Just so it what do you call it? Just so it stops them from sliding off. That's all it needs. That's what it failed on. A list of other faults which it had was, now, okay, I'm going to say this one's quite a bad fault actually. If I go under here and look under the car, he showed me this, which is quite nice. You can see my lovely drive axle there. Right, you've got that, lovely. Now, whenever I was under the car, I was always pulling on this. I found out if you push it up, and this side's not too bad. One of the sides, if you push it up on it, on the camera. Where is it? There you go, look. See this rubber here? It's pulling away, look. Completely pulling away. Same goes, and it's a lot worse. Upside down picture and all sorts, guys. Sorry about that. The same goes for this front one here. On this side. Now I can't see that. Maybe if I hold the camera upside down I'll be able to see it. Sorry about the upside down image, guys and girls. But if we look here and I push on that, oh, I can't see very well. Look at that, look. Where are we? Yeah, come on, where are we? There you go. See the play I've got in that? That shouldn't be there. You can see, look, that's where the mount's supposed to be, and it snapped off. Actually hits the bottom of the car. That's bad. That's really bad. It's that mount there that's gone. That you can't see because it's in the shadow. Put that torch there, maybe I'll be able to see it. Yeah, that one that's there. Can't really see very well. If I push it up with the camera, you can see how bad that is. So I've got to try and get some new ones of those. Now, it didn't fail MOT on that, which I'm quite thankful about, because it's not part of the suspension system. So, yeah, enough with the upside down camera. They are the only problems on the advisories. There was another one on the advisory too. What was it? Gee, I can't remember now. Oh yes, the exhaust is leaking naturally, but when you've got lots of bad welding on it, it's just literally bodged enough to get it through this MOT. Because I plan on getting, again with my appropriate shoe wear, because I plan on getting it a full stainless steel setup. Because a complete exhaust for this thing, from the manifold, excluding the manifold, all the way to the tailpipe, is going to cost me about £180. That obviously includes the gaskets and the hangers, which don't really need replacing much anyway. Well, the gasket does, because it's the gasket that's missing. But the hangers are pretty good. But yeah, that was all it failed on. Now it's quite a small list. Just literally 4 items it failed its MOT on. And I think there was 3 items I got advisory on. One of them, which is quite funny, was to do with the engine. It was body panels in the way, preventing the engine from being fully observed. And I was like, what the hell? Because I've actually got panels missing off the engine. If you remember back on my other videos, my timing belt cover's not on, so I wondered if he mistakenly put it in. But anyway, someone told me that what it is actually is that someone told me on Fiat Forum that it's the spare wheel, because it's under the bonnet. It stops you from looking down, because they're not allowed to remove any items from off a car in this country for MOT. They're not allowed to touch anything on the car, so to speak. Just inspect it. They walk a very fine line. It's very fine, the things that they are allowed to do and what they're not allowed to do. But because the spare wheel's like in this area of the bonnet, directly below that on this model of Panda, some are different, some are on the other side, is the master brake cylinder. Now, because the spare wheel's there, they can't see and inspect the master cylinder. Now, I know the master cylinder on this thing's perfect. It's absolutely fine. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. It's not even rusty, so it's good. So, yeah, I did tell him that it was in good condition, but because he couldn't obviously inspect it, he had to put it down as a potential fault. Oh, another another advisory, not a fail, advisory, was the underside of the car is undersealed. Now you'd think, why the hell did they advise that? It's because I could have just bought this car, slapped a load of underseal on the bottom of it, not repaired any of the rust patches, you know, any of the patches of rust that's on there, and just slapped a load of underseal over it, so it would be a paper thin chassis and, you know, really structurally bad. Unlike where what I have done is cut all the rust out and just weld completely new sections in. But obviously it's just something they do to cover themselves. Everything else on the car was absolutely perfect. Other than that, he commented on the oil coming out of the chassis. Because there's oil all over the place on the floor. It's not from the engine. God, I ain't got oil that bad in my engine. It's dripping from out of, you can just see a bit there dripping down. There you go, you see that bit there? That's dripping from this not the bulkhead, sorry, this what they call it, chassis, the chassis frame, yeah, thing. I've forgotten everything, I completely got out of my head. Complete mental block there. So, and what I did was because I know they can rust in there, and the other side was rusting, I filled both sides with oil. Plugged up all the holes, filled them both with oil, as much as I could put in there, then drilled a small hole in the bottom of each one, and just let the oil drain out. Over time, obviously I've still got little drips of oil every now and then dripping off it, and it's actually dripped down and dripped on my towing eye there. I don't mind, it stops it from going rusty. That's why I did it. Got some spares there from the ignition system and whatnot, in case, you know, so I don't have to go out looking for new spare parts for the ignition next time I need to service everything. I am surprised he passed the bushes on this, because the bushes on this are really perished, but there's no play in them, so that's alright. So yeah, I don't know if you can see the rear wishbone somewhere down there. Yeah, there you go. That bush down there on both sides, they're actually quite perished, but they're not you know, they haven't got play in them. I mean, one day, obviously, when I get some money, I've not got much money at the moment, but when I get some money, I've got some insurance fund saved up for this, but I do need some help, hopefully with the Christmas and whatnot. I might get some help on the insurance. Let's just say I'm a really, really good, I'll say 3/4 of the way there, but I will see. But yeah, like I was saying with the bushes, because there's no play in them, he let them pass. And yeah, I do want to get some replacement ones for it. Some of the, is it the nylon ones you can get where they'll never perish? I want to get some of those. But yeah, he did comment on the wire I've got in the boot. Oh dear, that's not good. You know, I thought I disabled that before I unlocked the car. Right, he commented on that cable that was in the boot, which is going to be for my auxiliary battery. Now, I'm thinking of just taking it out and not bothering with the auxiliary battery, because I don't think I'll ever get a radio in this car where I'll need an auxiliary battery, because I just can't afford it. Not in this particular car anyway. Maybe if I got another Fiat Panda 4-wheel drive, I may then have a radio. I mean, I've got a radio in this. I've got the TriStar that's down there. But obviously I've got now to wire up aerial mounts to that, and I've actually got a wire that in. That's got no wiring going to it at all. But yeah, we'll see. Okie dokie then. I think that's about it. And the car's just locked itself. Not locked, but the alarm's just come on. Okay then, that's about it. And yeah, thanks for watching, and thanks for the having a look at this little update. Hopefully in the next video you'll see me doing, it'll be replacing of flexi hoses on the front of the car. Those things there, because they are perished, apparently. We'll see when I've got them off the car. So it's going to be replacing them with some nice new ones. Both sides, and yeah, that should be it. After that, info MOT. Oh yeah, put some tyre-ups around them boots. After that, info MOT, and it will be a road-going vehicle. Just needs insurance and tax. Yeah, got to get tax on it, but that won't be hard to do. Yeah, should be nice and easy. I've got all rust stains running down from where the old door had rusted on it. You can see it's not rusty, but it's the old rust where it dripped down on it from the old rusty door. Okay, guys and girls, thank you for watching, and peace out. How do I turn this thing off again? Oh, there you go.